Justice League of America, Killer Frost, Rebirth, issue 1. Steve Orlando and Jody Houser writing, and Mirka Andolfo on art. I feel like I just made up 2 words there. I think I pronounced them well enough, but those are new words to me.
Yeah, I've been seeing Andolfo's work a lot on. I've been reading through Bombshells lately.
Ah, right, okay.
It shows up a lot in that series.
Oh, cool. So yeah, this was unique amongst these one shots, and it made sense that this one was last, and it would be set after the event. But it's set after the event. It's basically Batman's going to be taking Killer Frost with him, but Amanda Waller's basically putting up red tape and trying to keep her, in Belle Reve for a little while longer, to try and prove that she's not worthy of getting to leave and go and do whatever she's going to do with Batman. And she tempts her with, like, oh, you need life force to survive. I'm going to tempt you with victims for like a couple of days because I'm corrupt as hell. And hope that you kill someone so he can't take you.
I also took that as Killer Frost is the most powerful member I think she's ever had on the Suicide Squad. And she doesn't want to lose that. I mean, she brought Maxwell Lord down. She drained Superman in the...
And she's only just acquired her as well, just before the event.
Yeah, exactly. So, like, she doesn't want a new toy to leave, and so she's going to do everything she can. And I like that this is basically a snapshot issue, where the last other ones, they were real good, but they felt like they weren't snapshots.
No, because the other ones were very much, here's the history of this character, so you're up to speed. Whereas this one...
And we already got that.
Yeah, this one wasn't that. This one was just...
This one goes, no, you know who this is. Mm-hmm. You've just read an event with her, and you understand from context who she is.
Yeah.
You don't need that.
I'm just wondering, with the amount of shine that Killer Frost is getting between the Flash TV show, right, with Caitlin Snow, and now through here, she's priming up to be like a major member of the DCU. And I like when they do that with these smaller characters and turn them into something else. So
they elevate these kind of characters. So it wouldn't surprise me if we see Vibe in a prominent role at some point as well.
Well,
we had a few.
They did try. Yeah, they did try, but
maybe not as in his own book or whatever. I'm just thinking, I can see him being thrown in a team. It's baffling to me that Martian Manhunter is not a thing somewhere right now. Know what?
Yeah. Well,
if there's a crime of Rebirth, it's that Martian Manhunter has nothing.
Yeah, because he had his own book, like right before Rebirth.
See, you know what I would love is if they did like a set in like the 50s when Martian Manhunter was when he premiered, and he was doing like a noir, like his book was a noir style where he was a cop and he was just stuck in the 50s, and then at the end of that you get him now and he's like, trying to adapt to modern society.
Oh, he better be on the Justice League by the time Maxwell Lord comes back so that he can have like a mental battle with him.
Yeah.
I just want to see more of him in that noir set, because whenever they light the cigars with the matches, you just see him back away, just subtly.
Exactly. Exactly.
So, where was it? Okay, yeah, a couple of standout moments for me in this issue.
We don't know what the real standout moment is for you.
I'm getting to that in a minute. Yep. I wanted to mention something else that's more serious. I love when, Killer Frost resists all the urges, and even our roommate, and we'll talk about a roommate in a minute. I say roommate, cellmate. Roommate. That makes it sound like casual. Oh, it's my roommate.
Oh, man. I'd love to see those two in a sitcom.
Fire and Ice.
Fire and Ice. Hot and Cold. Any of the above. But it's when, it's alright, you kind of did it, you kind of worked, and then, Batman's silhouette just from behind Waller just appears and is like, you failed, or she passed, or whatever he says. It's time. And we get her leaving with Batman. But I even though it's not so much that there's Batman in this, I just like this idea that Batman's sticking up for her because he witnessed good in her, and that Batman, and I think a lot of casual fans might forget this, is that Batman very much does believe in rehabilitation and does believe in it's not about punishing people, it's about stopping them from doing bad. There's a big difference.
That's why they go to Arkham.
Yeah.
That's why he's given Two-Face so many chances, which I'm not counting All-Star in that, but traditionally, anytime he leaves to do something, he tries to leave good Harvey Dent in charge, and Two-Face manages to mess it up. So But yeah,
So
it's in line.
I like that. I like that just as a sort of general Batman thing. But of course, the standout moment of this, and I did not think we'd be getting
I
another.
laughed like a madman when I read that name. I was just like, it's happening.
I didn't think we would get a mention of this legendary character so soon after the last appearance. But the
Mr. Blizzard, Minister Blizzard, right?
Wrong character, Matt. Wrong character.
Oh,
The cult of Cold Snap reigns supreme once more. Because Killer Frost's cellmate, what's her name? Heat something?
Heat Stroke.
Heat Stroke. There you go. She's an ex of Cold Snap, and she mentions of Cold Snap. She's like, "Oh, you remind me of my ex." And Cold Snap gets mentioned, and I was not expecting it this soon. And I can't believe that after only discovering him for the first time like a month ago, he's been mentioned again. This is unprecedented.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
It's beautiful.
Cold Snap he's on the way to being the fifth pillar.
The fifth ice pillar of the DCU. Oh dear. Oh.
Yeah, it was cool. We get to see like her stand up for Heatstroke when that crew comes for her in Killer Frost. I thought that was really cool. And then even when she gets let out and you see them pull the bomb out from her neck, I was like, oh man, that was kind of brutal. So that's some great moments.
Yeah, and you see there's a good page at the end that it shows how she's kind of surviving without just draining people's life force. She's just taking a little bit from different people. Just this person tapped me in the shoulder. Oh, I'll take a little 1%
enough
from
to
you.
get by.
Yeah, just enough to get by.
Yeah. So do we think Firestorm's going to be playing a role soon? Or
maybe.
is that too far off?
Well, do you think we're going to get a Ronnie and Caitlin romance?
Well, I mean, so traditionally that's what Killer Frost thing was. She was so driven to crime because, she has this hunger and it's how she survives. But she can absorb as much as she wants from Firestorm because he's the nuclear man. He's constantly...
I can see that.
Like, she can't actually drain him. So... When they did the Sterling, I think it was Sterling Gates that did the thing issue. That's what drove her. Is I have to get to Firestorm because he's the only one that can feed me and not be negatively, affected by it. So
now you mention it, I think Firestorm actually fits the team. Like I feel like if they introduce him
I do too.
in the third arc, like it would actually fit in with that team. This team of like B-listers.
Maybe that's even why they're cause obviously this is Orlando as well as that,
Yeah.
and maybe that's why they're showing us Heatstroke here. It's like, hey, little tease.
that's what I got from that too. And you could do Ronnie and Jason. It doesn't have to be Professor Stein. They've tried that before. So and he's on. Is he on Legends? Yeah. So. It fits in with what they want to do right now with the synergy between shows and characters. So, but yeah, I find it hard to think that they're just gonna let Killer Frost or just Frost now because she doesn't want to be a killer.
That's a good point. Actually, she'll have to. Savior Frost.
Yeah, you could. Just call her Frost. It works.
Miss Frost.
She's cool.
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna go with.
Miss Frost.
It's got to have something before. It's got to have a title still.
Yeah. I don't know. I've got nothing witty. I'm trying to think of something funny to say, but it's not happening. All right. I think that was. I think my favorite of these four one shots though might still be the Ray, but I think this was good in a different way.
I really like this one. Yeah, I like this one because it was so different.
It is harder to compare it to the other three because the other three are all kind of level footing where they're all doing the exact same job of telling me who this is, whereas this is telling me why you should care about the reinvention.
Yeah.
So it's a different job entirely.
That said, all four were really strong. Like it's hard to pick a weak link in there. So
well, it's funny because I think if like 6 months ago, you said to me, "Oh, there's going to be a Justice League team of Vixen, the Ray, the Atom, and Killer Frost, and you're going to care about them." I might have been like, will I?
Yeah.
Will I really care about those four?
See, I always like when whatever comic company does it puts the band of misfits together.
Oh yeah.
That's why I always drawn to the Outsiders when it was, Nightwing and Jade, and it was
Yeah.
kind of Teen Titans-esque, but not. And you just wanted to see how they all work together.
Hey, you're looking at a massive Joss Whedon fan whose main thing is to put a misfit of like family together to save the world.
Yeah.
So it's just well in my wheelhouse. It's just with comic book characters, you've just got this preconceived opinion on a lot of them. If you know them as they're D-listers and that's an F-lister. Like, I don't care about those. I'm never going to care about him or her. And then someone makes you care, and it's like, oh, right, okay, anyone can be written well.
Yeah,
well, that's why I feel like if they did Justice League Detroit now, in the age of the internet, where people can look up who these characters are, I think it would have been way more successful. Versus back in the 80s when they did it, and people are like, who's Vibe? Where did he come from?
Honestly,
Like,
I think something as simple as DC Wiki, if you've ever been on there, which is just DC Wikipedia, it is so useful for new readers. If a name gets mentioned, you don't know who it is, go look them up. Read that paragraph.
It takes you 30 seconds to find the page,
and quite quickly you'll feel up to speed, and you'll know.
It is almost like there isn't an excuse anymore for if you want to know something like that, because it is so easy to find.
Yeah, especially with the bigger companies, because the history's there, and there's people willing to throw that in there. So
yeah, but back to the point, I'm actually really excited about JLA coming up now, thanks to Orlando.
Yeah.
Thanks to these one shots, because while none of them I don't think were like, oh, this was great, this was fantastic. They were all like, this is solid. I like these characters, and now it's like I'm excited to see them all interact with each other.
And do you know what's funny? Every time I look at the cover for the Rebirth in the first issue next month, I keep forgetting Black Canary's on the team. Every time I look at it, I'm like, Black Canary's on the team as well. That's right.
Oh yeah.